have lost 3 games in a row, and the world is coming to an end. It is time to pack up and go home. This season is only 14 or 15 more games. Oh, wait a minute. It's November. All things can change. So we'll see what happens. We're ready as the puck is set to be dropped, and it is, and we're underway, and glad you're along with us. They turn the puck over, and it is shot back into the LA zone by Dakota Joshua. Now centering pass, and Domi got a quick wrister away. Puck remains in the LA zone. Domi in the far corner, got it back to the point. Riley trying to get a shot at the net. Missed it just by an inch. Up on the right side now for Laferriere. He gets it in around back of the net. Byfield getting it back to the point. Long shot, big pad save, and a rebound is fired wide of the goal. Kings get it back out at center ice. In across the line. Into the slot, and a shot that whistled wide of the net. And a penalty is coming here to Toronto. Quinton Byfield back to Kempe onto the left wing side. Back to Kempe. Here comes the shot in traffic. That got through, and a pretty good save. In on the right side. Stopping up with it is Trevor Moore. Moore holds on the near half boards. Cuts in with a shot. That was stopped, and the rebound is swallowed up by goaltender Dennis Hildeby, and he's going to hold on. We'll push it up on the boards, and now McMahon gives the puck away, trying to get it to Domi, but then steals it back, and he's got a break on the left wing. McMahon is in on goal, shooting, scores! He's going to get a giveaway, and then an unassisted goal right after the giveaway.
Pretty selfish. But yeah, he had an opportunity to get the puck out, coughed it up, but you give him credit.
4 or 5 goals a game, right? Simple formula. You win when you give up 3 or less in this league. And now a 2-on-1 for the Leafs. Here's a chance for Michelli. Oh, I think he was trying to get it back to Roy, but the right pad of Kemper got out there and took it away. Willie brings it to the line and in. Holding, played it into the slot area. Tavares got it in front of the goal, jamming at it, and he shot it just wide. Almost beat his man to the puck, and then was taken down back of the goal, and the Kings player is slow to get up. Dumoulin, as that goes into the side of the goal, now Dumoulin's got the puck between his feet and just gets back up in the pass in front, and a wrist shot taken there by OEL. Went by the centering pass, they score! Johnny Toronto in his wheelhouse makes it 2-0.
What a tough shift for Brian Dumoulin. Got back, tangled up with Bobby McMahon, went down. I think he's saying that he took a high stick in that exchange. He was late getting to the front of the net, and Tavares had made it 2-0.
A hooking call now. Or excuse me, to Kempe. Kempe with it again into the slot with a shot. Good blocker save made by the Leaf netminder Hildeby. Nice trying to get back onto the point man, but it comes off the slot, down low, centering pass, off the leg, rebound in front of the goal, still free, and it's knocked away by Hildeby. Fiala down into the corner, shot block, rebound is stopped. The rebound is out, and the Leafs are out now with a man out of the box, and it's Nylander closing. Oh, and he shot it off the glove of Kemper, and it went wide. Nice, but he wasn't able to fish it out of a pair of skates, and it is cleared to center ice. It is nice, narrowly missed Alex Ferrier with a hit that had him speed wobbling to the bench. Roy after it for the Leafs, got it in front of the net, but coming off the bench was Joshua, but he had the puck intercepted. Now the Kings back the other way, work in, and a shot off the glove of Hildeby went wide. Back comes Toronto. Michelli had his shot deflect down into the corner, but there is a slashing penalty, and I would assume, since the Kings touched it, that it is going to go to Los Angeles. He comes to the line and in, flipped in on the right side for Roy, and Michelli is centering back. Oh, what a chance Bobby McMahon had, Darcy Kemper makes a splendid right pad save. Riley, he'll get it free and gets it out in center, but his pass was a bad one, and it's brought back in by Kempe. Kempe, a shot right on. Rebound stopped again by the Leaf netminder. Here's Doughty. Left wing feed for Fogle. Warren Fogle in, scores off a wrist shot, top of the circle. And the LA Kings are on the board, and it is 2-1.
And this is not a good one.
Nylander unable to get to it as he circles, and now the Kings keep it in with a left wing pass on the near side. Fiala, a shot knocked down by the glove to the line and just out. And now here's a pass up on the right side for Michelli. Over on the left wing, and a shot taken in front of the goal. It bounced over top of the net off a deflection. Back to the point. Riley on the near boards playing it back to the net, but it'll be grabbed by Trevor Moore. He gets it back to the point. Edmondson, the shot in traffic. Where's the puck? Finally a whistle.
It might have been under Hildeby, but I don't think he knew it.
Now into the left wing side for Fiala. Fiala holds, works into the slot area with a wrist shot. That was blocked. The rebound goes to Fiala, and he gets another crack at it. That is stopped. Rebound, scores! Kings get the equalizer, and I'm going to go all the way back to the flip out. You are in need of a change. You don't get enough on it. You only get it out over the blue line. The Kings get a change. Tired group, and they end up working the cycle enough to get the tying goal. And the bathtub is flowing one way, all down to the left. Byfield, a pass up at center, and Fiala is in on the right wing into the slot area. Backhand stop by Hildeby on a glorious opportunity there. Nyes comes out of the scrum with it into the slot area. Pass in front, backhand scores! John Tavares, working overtime in the office tonight, makes it 3-2.
And it started by Tavares and Matthew Nyes below the goal line. And it'd be a step back in the consistency.
Fired in, and a breaking pass in front. Oh my, where's Hildeby gone? Another shot, fires wide of the goal. Hildeby without a goal stick now. He went behind the net to field a puck, misplayed it, and it came right out in front, and the Maple Leafs, but by the grace of God, are not tied 3-3. My goodness. Here the Kings back in over the line. Malott with a shot. Pad save made by Hildeby. And settling it down Fiala, but he gives it away. Now Nyes. Nice move to get in over the line. In for a shot, and that was stopped in the short side by Kemper. Kings with it. A pass back to the blue line. Long shot in traffic. And that was kicked away nicely by goaltender Hildeby. His best save of the game. Back the other way, flipping it in, and that took a funny bounce on Kemper and went just wide. Back to the point, it comes in a long shot, blocked. Rebound, Tavares in front, rebound in on, denies the stick, and as he tried to send it to what was a gaping empty net, it was deflected off his stick and up into the screen.
And not really in the wheelhouse either of Nyes, as John Tavares got tied up in the corner.
In on the right side for Corey Perry. Drop pass and a whistling shot in on goal. Scramble in front, Perry. Stopped by Hildeby. He came across and made an excellent save. Point shot coming. Scramble in front. Hildeby has caught that and holds on with a scrum going on in front of the Toronto goal.
That was Corey Perry that Hildeby robbed. It looked like Perry had an opportunity to fire it into the empty net.
Carries into the corner off a loose puck. Has it on the far half wall. A centering pass. Just deflected wide of the net there by LaFerriere. Trying to come out Byfield. Played it in front of the net, a backhand, and that went wide. Near half boards, but it's still free. Back of the net for Perry. Perry trying to barge his way out. Had it blocked, but it comes back to the point. Wrist shot coming from Clark, and they score!
could smell that coming.
Yeah, you sure could. And they just could not make a way to get it out. And it's going to be Brent Clark from the point.
I think this may have
ties the game.
Gone in off a leaf in front, Joe. Wrist shot from the top of the right wing circle.
The Leafs are able to dig it free. And McMahon has it stolen. Brought back the other way by Los Angeles. In on goal. Just went wide of the net as Fogle tried to work in. Cut off by Doughty. Centering pass doesn't work. It comes back to the point to Anderson. Back into the slot. A shot. And a big save with the right pad by Hildeby. Laferriere is in. Laferriere waiting for teammates to arrive to support. And then it went off of a Toronto defenseman. McCabe, and Hildeby has to make a 10-bell save. Into the slot area, Kempe dropping it back. Doughty looking for a chance. Doughty to the far side, and they score! One-timer from Byfield, and Quinton Byfield wins the game in overtime for the LA Kings, 4-3.
You had both Nylander and Jake McCabe bump into each other in front of the net, and both pointing as who should go where. And by the time they get it sorted out, the game is over. So the Leafs, who led 2-0 and 3-2 in this game, lose to the Los Angeles Kings 4 goals against again. So that's now 19 goals against in their last 4 games.